Find a sense of purpose in Hawaii by following your moral compass at these volunteer opportunities where you can experience the concept of mālama āina and Hawaiian culture. Welcome to Mindful Malihini, the podcast that explores ways to connect travelers with regenerative tourism opportunities in the beautiful islands of Hawaii. I'm your host, Tyler Yokepa-Gomes, and today we're diving into the world of voluntourism, where you can give back to the community while experiencing Hawaiian culture and hospitality firsthand. Voluntourism offers a unique opportunity to immerse yourself in the local culture, connect with the land, and make a positive impact. Today, we'll be exploring voluntourism opportunities with two incredible organizations, Kualoa Ranch and 808 Cleanups. First up, let's talk about Kualoa Ranch. Known as one of Oahu's most breathtaking destinations, Kualoa Ranch offers voluntourism programs that allow visitors to participate in conservation efforts while exploring its stunning landscapes. Here to tell us how is Kualoa Ranch tour guide and talented hula dancer, Moana Van Darvel.
So here at Kualoa, we have many opportunities for guests to come and give back to our āina. On all of our tours, I think all of our tours serve as a platform, not only recount the remarkable cinematic history that took place here, but we're also able to share with them the importance of mālama āina and land preservation. Specifically, we have a 3-hour tour where guests are able to travel through Hakipu'u, Kualoa, Ka'ava, 3 valleys, which are part of our 4,000-acre property. And the guides are able to talk about the many special wahipana that we have here. They're able to take them to a designated planting area where we have lots of koa trees, and the guests are actually able to plant the tree themselves. And during that 3-hour ride, that's when our guides are able to develop a pilina with our visitors, right? Whether they're kama'aina, whether they're coming from across the country, but that 3-hour opportunity where they're able to talk about mālama āina and create a deeper connection with these guests is very meaningful. We also have a mālama āina tour where guests are going to travel to Hakipu'u Valley and they get to visit many restoration areas, lo'i. They really get a holistic standpoint of how the ahupua'a system works, from uka to kai, from mountain to ocean. Because majority of our tour, you're only looking at natural surroundings, right? And you're seeing the true beauty of what old Hawaii used to look like. And then when we get the chance to talk to guests and to make those connections, we're able to share with them what our āina, what our home means to us, and hopefully inspire them to take that back to wherever they're from. And when I say the word mālama āina, I'm not only talking about physically taking care of the land. Mālama āina entails preserving the history of the land, preserving the many mo'olelo that come with it, the mo'olelo or stories that come with it, preserving the original Hawaiian names of these places, and so on and so forth.
Mahalo e Moana. Kualoa Ranch has some incredible opportunities for visitors to learn the foundations of mālama āina. Now let's introduce you to 808 Cleanups, an organization that hosts community cleanup projects across Oahu. Here to talk to us about 808 Cleanups and how to get involved is Director of Community Outreach, Kimiona Kane.
One of the things that 808 Cleanups prides itself on is the ability to be found by guests, to be found by visitors, to be found by our local community here. The presence that we have is pretty evident. One of the things that we invested a lot of time and energy into is just what does our connectivity to community look like in the future? And our mobile app allows people to really dive into that connectivity in a much more genuine way. They can engage with it on their time, but that connects us directly to them and it connects them directly to the work that's being done in many communities across the island. Oftentimes people see 808 Cleanups as just being a cleanup organization, but we're much more diverse than that. There's a lot of culture that's implemented into our work days. It's not just about cleaning up different community spaces that we want to all enjoy safely, but it's also about bringing back connection to culture and bringing the Hawaiian culture back to the forefront of the work that we do. And so our stewardship is inclusive of land mitigation, talking about how we can restore the diversity in our native ecosystems. We work on the beaches, we work in the mountains, we work in urban settings as well, where we have the ability to really and truly emphasize the work that is needed to move Hawaii into a direction that we can be proud of. 808 Cleanup strives to keep our accessibility open to all. We're very easy to find online. We're on all your major platforms. We have a free mobile downloaded app that you can utilize to engage in the system that we have created to make sure people have the right ways to get involved in community efforts. The mobile app is something that is super connected. It's allowable in all forms, but it also gives people the opportunity right there in the convenience of their space prior to even landing to connect to the information that's important as they get here to see the events, to connect with the community of people that are leading the events, to request the supplies that are necessary, to learn about the processes that we have, to even be educated on what they might see and encounter in the ecosystem. And it offers a lot of links to different kind of resources that are very specifically Hawaii. We take a lot of pride in doing the research in the places and the areas and the communities that we do our work in. We try to understand what that local connection is, why it's so special to many people that are here. And so as people travel into our communities, we really want people to see the truth, right, in our communities, the things that our communities celebrate, the things that are challenging our communities. And so the way in which we engage is so important to us. We really want to emphasize the cultural histories of these places, the cultural names of these places, the winds, the rains, those different vahipana that we know to be so special to us. We want to share those things with people so that they understand why it is we do what we do as communities and why we fight for the communities we have. One of our biggest roles is this idea of mālama āina, but it's much more than an idea. It's a lifestyle. It's a way in which we engage with our ecosystem. And so how we bring people into that learning is on us. It's on us as local people to share, to be open, to be inclusive, to ensure that we give visitors and our own people the opportunity to learn what it's like to do the work that's necessary for our communities. And that's important. How we care for a place is reciprocal. Right? And so we don't want people to be extractive. We want people to really understand that any place that we go to, we create burden. And we want to reduce that burden by engaging in the most proper ways.
Thank you for joining us on the Mindful Malihini podcast. It's been an incredible journey, and we trust that the values you've embraced here will not only enhance your experience in Hawaii, but also resonate wherever your travel takes you. Whether Malihini or Kama'aina, we are all stewards of this land. Until next time, ahui ho and mālama pono.